Hello everybody, welcome to this week's video. I am currently again in the car because that's what we're doing here on this channel now apparently. I am waiting for Steven to grab Zoe's dog food. We're currently in front of PetSmart. We're just basically going out, just the two of us, to spend some time together since I just got back from Arizona. I have been kind of in a crummy mood today, so for most of the day, it's been just kind of hanging out around the apartment and taking it easy. Like, I feel gloomy, so you would think that I would want sunny skies, but this is actually really nice. It's nice to be out here right now. Steven is coming up soon with the dog food, so I'll wrap it up here, but I'll see you guys in a little bit. Steven and I are taking a quick walk, just the two of us, with some coffee. Thought it'd be a good idea, even though I think it's really cold, because I get cold when it's like 68 degrees outside, and I don't think I'm dressed for this. It's really pretty out though. It's overcast, and we're about to show you guys a really nice view that we really enjoy with the dogs, but this time we don't have the dogs. I'm trying to get over my guilt of always feeling like we have to have the dogs with us to be able to go for a walk. But sometimes we just need some us time, some couple time. I wanted to share some things I am trying out and liking. First things first, I gotta put something on my lips, and I really like Lana Lips 101 Ointment Multi-Balm in the pear scent flavor. So I wanted to try a tinted version. So this is the Lana Lips Tinted Lip Balm in Perfect Nude. So I think I'll use that today. It's kind of coming out with just the balm and not the tint. Looks like there's like a tint and then the balm is in there too, and it just kind of separated. Not a big deal. This is what the shade looks like. It feels really comfortable, and the Lana Lips, when I go to sleep with it on and I wake up the next day, it still feels just as moisturized as it was when I put it on the night before. And I got the Laneige tube version of their lip balm. That actually, at first I liked it, but the more I used it, I realized it doesn't do much for me in terms of actually penetrating the lips and feeling like they're really hydrated and moisturized. I got a question about the L'Oreal Sublime Bronze Self-Tanning Facial Drops. I was thinking about showing you guys how I use this in this video, but I have this really big breakout down here, and whenever I have an actual breakout, like broken skin, I don't really want to use this. I'd rather use this when my skin's just fine. But I wanted to at least show you that this is the one I was talking about in the last video, a clear liquid like this. And I will put how much is it? It's like, it says 5 to 10 drops. I put about 7 drops in with a couple pumps of my moisturizer, the Belief Milky Moisturizer Hydra Balancing. I also got a new, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I also got a new sunscreen. Oh my gosh. Supergoop Mineral Sheer Screen SPF 30. I've seen a lot of people talk about this and I just never got it. But I was looking around for a new sunscreen because the one I have kind of expired and just was teetering on, you know, maybe I should replace it. So I ordered this off of Sephora's website and I've tried it out now just a couple times and so far so good. For those times when I have breakouts, which is pretty regularly off and on, Mighty Patch. Oh my gosh, I have repurchased Mighty Patch now so many times. I love these for breakouts. So instead of what I used to do, which is putting drying lotions, you know, like Mario Badescu style drying lotions on my pimples to like really soak it up and dry it out. Instead, I just put a Mighty Patch on, and it really helps too because then you just don't really have to fuss with it throughout the day, like especially now when I don't wear makeup. And a side thing that I just want to mention real quick because it's been so helpful for me in quarantine, and it might sound ridiculous. Maybe some people do this or it's a common thing, and I don't know. I'm just putting this out there because I haven't seen other people talk about it or do it, but it's a work from home clutch essentially. And I realized that when I would set up to get ready to work from home and I would finally like get situated, I'd be like, oh no, like I need X. Like I could use some hand lotion, or I could use eye drops or lip balm or whatever. Later on, I would maybe go to the sofa and I want to relax. And then I'd be like,
oh, I wish I had my lip balm right now, or my hands are really dry.
Anyway, again, sounds really first world problems. This is major first world problems. But I was like, well, when I'm at work, I always have my handbag on me. And in my handbag, I have like everything I need, right? It's like a Mary Poppins bag. And if I go out, I always have a bag on me and it has everything that I need. So I'm like, why can't I do that at home? So I am using an SLG that I would not use otherwise in a pandemic because there's just no reason for me to be using this otherwise. And I put hand lotion in here, eye drops, my AirPods, hair clips, hair ties, you get the idea. So I just put the little necessities that I need. My Lana Lips goes in here too. And I just have this like go-to kit with me at all times. So that way when I like sit down for work, I can just grab this and sit down and I can like really get in the zone and work when I'm done for the day. And then I go over to the sofa to chill out or whatever. I just bring this with me and I can just chill out and have my stuff like accessible to me. And I just wanted to share that because that really made a difference for me in quarantine. Getting up and walking over to go get something is not a problem. It's not a big deal. I just noticed that I was getting up a lot. You know, I'm a forgetful person. I get up and grab something, sit back down, blah, 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 blah. So I just figured like, why not do this at home? And I've just been enjoying it. And it seems silly talking about it out loud, but I just wanted to say that because I've really been liking it. And actually I need some hand cream right now. So here we go. And I think the next thing I'm going to do is I got an Amazon order, and one of the items in there should be some filler beads that I'm going to put in a couple containers that I purchased for my makeup brushes. So I think I can do that with you guys. So I'll do that right now. All right, so I just opened the Amazon package and this was in there. So this is the poly pellets weighted stuffing beads, and it's 24 ounces. The containers that I purchased for my makeup brushes are these right here. They are actually pots for plants, plant pots from H&M Home. And I thought it would just be a nice way to bring in some natural wood into my office here. This is actually what we call the office, not just my office. It's supposed to be a place for all of us, like me and Steven, to be able to kind of relax. That's why there's a sofa here and everything, and for the dogs. So anyway, this is where I have my makeup set up. and I wanted to bring in some natural elements into the space. Instead of just having them sit like this, I wanted to put some beads in here so that they can stand upright. Pour some of this. Oh man, this brings me back. I did this a long time ago with a glass jar. Actually, that's a face brush. So these are my eye brushes. I'm gonna pour a little bit more in there. Love it. So there's that. And here's the bigger one for face brushes. So I actually ended up using the whole thing. Oh my gosh, I love this. It's fantastic. That's what it looks like. I have some more face brushes, well, and eye brushes that I just used, and they're sitting behind me. So I'll add more here, but that is the gist of it. This time I have my phone on a tripod, like a little phone tripod. So, you know, baby steps. And this is the Dior, I couldn't even tell you, Dior Addict Lip Glow in 001 Pink. I think it's the popular shade. It's the one I keep in my bag. Coffee and car chat. I got this time the Grande Iced Americano Blonde Espresso. I love the Blonde Espresso. I can't really have the regular one now. It's like too bitter for me. It tastes burnt. And this is with a splash of coconut milk. So, cheers. So after I filled up those makeup brush containers with the beads, I cut Steven's hair. I was going to film it a little bit just to show, you know, a little glimpse of what we do. And it was just a little too chaotic for me to do it. Maybe next time, if anyone even cares to see that. Not that like I'm good at it, it's just we get it done just for the sake of getting it done and not going into a salon right now. I wanted to go out real quick, grab a coffee, just chat and, you know, do my usual, like sit in the car, have some me time. This is like what I do now. I am back in California. I spent a week out in Arizona with my dad after he got discharged, and it was so nice to be with him. You know, it's a sad and scary time, but at the same time, it was nice to just be with him one-on-one, catch up with him. We had such a good time, a special moment where he showed me his antique ceramics from like the 80s, like when he was really into ceramics before I was born. And he has all of this packed away beautifully. So I asked my dad about his ceramics that he had from Japan, and I had no idea how extensive his collection was. They were really beautiful antique pieces. I didn't bring a lot of them with me because they're not for use. They're going to be more for decor and display. I think down the road when I buy a home, I would love to display them at some point. He said that he would be happy to pass them down to me. I bring in some culture from my family and my roots basically, and it was just so cool to go through that with my dad and have him talk about his past. And he himself studied arts and ceramics in college, and it was just such a beautiful moment that we were just talking about how we wouldn't have had that if it weren't for the unfortunate things happening right now with his health. And it was just a nice silver lining, I guess, in all of this. So now my sister is in Arizona with him, and so it allowed me to come back here and be with Steven and the dogs for a little while, and at some point I might go back. But for now, I'm able to come back. I was able to work from home there, which was nice. You know, with the pandemic, it's like I'm able to work remotely, so I was able to work remotely from there. And so now I'm back in California, and you know, the last couple days have been a little rough just in terms of like feeling okay, and I'm trying to be better about communicating my feelings and saying that I am sad without hopefully just breaking down and crying, and also not just shutting myself off and being quiet in a corner, basically. I'm doing the best that I can, going out for coffee like this. Yesterday, Steven and I got some coffee, and he spontaneously, wow, I can't talk. Spontaneously, holy crap, spontaneously asked if I wanted to go for a walk at one of our favorite parks, and it was it was a little chilly, but also I'm very aware that I am a Southern Californian who's used to great weather, and I'm not on the East Coast, so that was me being a little SoCal brat. So it's not that cold, but I just wasn't prepared because I was seriously just prepared to go to Starbucks to grab some coffee, go to PetSmart to pick up some dog food, and then go back home. So I wasn't prepared to go up on um, the top of a hill. I don't know if you can even call that a mountain, a hill, to be right by the water with the wind, and it was just chilly, but it was so nice, and I know that he was doing that to um, make me feel better, and it was very nice. I appreciated that. It's always good to move the body and go for a walk and get some fresh air. So that's where I'm at. Thank you guys so much for the kind words in the last video where I, came back and wasn't in the best headspace, and I'm still not really in the best headspace, but thank you guys so much for your kind, you know, comments about Zoe and my dad. They're both doing okay. Zoe's doing okay. I also have family health things going on in Japan, which is also weighing heavy on me with my grandfather. So it's just a lot, and I didn't want to get into it that much in the last video because those aren't my stories to tell, but they are all my family. So it is tough. But I'm not there to witness it firsthand, so I just didn't feel like it was my place to say. But I have family things going on in Japan too, and it's just it's quite heavy. But I hope you guys are doing well this week, and again, I appreciate those of you who watched last week, and it's so nice to see familiar faces after all this time. It's just nice to connect, especially now when very little human interaction is happening. I appreciate you guys. So thank you for watching. Kind of an all over the place video. I'm not really used to doing it this way, but I feel like it's a way to make it a little bit more manageable. I feel like when I'm just filming like this, bits and pieces, and I can be a little bit more real with you guys about like how I'm not in a good headspace. I'm not feeling the best. Like even today, honestly, I wasn't feeling great talking about the products earlier, but I knew that I could connect with you guys like this afterwards. So I just felt a little bit better about filming anyway. And I wouldn't have felt good about filming this way a year ago, 2 years ago. So I'm going to enjoy my coffee. I'm going to head back to see Steven, and then we'll go get some pho and call it a weekend. So I hope you guys are doing okay. Stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next one.